Hey everyone, welcome back to Show and CLtel, where sometimes we break down tech stuff so it actually makes sense to your everyday life. And today, my guest and I were talking about something that's sneaking up faster than most people realize. I'm not talking about your sweet tooth for Halloween. I'm talking about the end of life for Windows 10. Yep, that friendly blue desktop that we've all clicked, tapped, and rebooted more times than we can count, it's officially retiring. So, what does that mean for you, your business, or that one computer in the corner you haven't updated since 2016? Well, don't worry, we've got answers. Or should I say, our guest has answers. Our guest, who I'm joined today by, is Josh Eckert, CLTel's go to IT expert. He's here to unpack what's really happening, why it matters, and how to stay secure without losing your mind or your files. Josh, what's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
Dude, good, dude. Thanks for joining us today. Well, look, let's just jump right into it. What is going away and what happens after, is it October 14th?
I believe so. It's October 14th or 15th. Basically, Microsoft is no longer supporting, at least freely, no longer supporting the Windows 10 platform. So no new security patches, no new updates. If there's something called, if you may have heard the term a day zero, or which basically means a flaw in the operating system that can be exploited to do bad things. Normally, they would patch those up. After this, that won't be free anymore, and you'll either have to pay to patch it, or they want you to upgrade to Windows 11.
Hmm. Well, so essentially, this is, are they terming this as end of life? And if so, what does that mean?
I think it's end of life, quote unquote. Yet I think it's end of support.
End of
They
Okay.
normally there's sort of longer ones. They may have called it end of life. I'm not sure. Sometimes they mix up the terminology, but basically means they're not putting a lot of more effort into keeping this product alive. They did the same with Windows 7, with Windows XP, Windows 98, all those older ones. They'll eventually say there's not enough resources to keep maintaining this. We need to kind of slough this off to the end, and everyone needs to usually get a newer computer. And Windows 10 has existed for about a decade. So I mean, in their mind, they put a lot of effort into it, and they're done with it.
So let me ask this question because I fall into this camp. Although I don't use it, but if my computer still works fine, why should I care?
It's one of those problems that's like eating bad food. It's not too bad right away. It's going to get worse over time if you keep doing it. So if you keep not changing out your PC, not unfortunately having to purchase the security updates from Microsoft if you want to keep Windows 10 or not upgrading, it's going to get more and more dangerous every year as you use it with different things that
So
could be in.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
Well, different things that can be embedded like in websites or emails that might get sent to you. The more things they find, the more they're going to try to attack.
And that leads me to my question of, are hackers really waiting for this like it's Black Friday or Amazon Prime Day?
Oh, I would say they're definitely going to enjoy this. There's still a lot of PCs. I think the last number I saw was 500 to 600 million, something like that, of PCs that are still running Windows 10. And most of those people will not be upgrading. And so that's a massive platform to go attack. And so they know that eventually, as they keep working on it, if they find a hole somewhere, they
Mhm.
can just propagate that, knowing full well that more than likely any Windows 10 machine they run into from here on out will probably not have a patch for it and will be having easier access.
So, in your expertise, I mean, can you share what the impact of this could be? You explained the totality of the number of
Mhm.
laptops, computers that are out there, but for our area, what type of businesses would you say are probably the ones that, or schools even, that
Yeah.
might be using something that has a Windows 10 on it?
I would say a lot of the businesses that have maybe their IT budget isn't that great and they're holding on to hardware for as long as they can because computers can be expensive, they can be a pain to replace.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, some hardware just can't take Windows 11. And so you have to completely remove a PC and put it back in. And that can be a bit of a haul, especially if you don't have a IT staff, you don't have all that, that capability or the finances to manage all that. It can be a dangerous problem. Um, and again, the problem isn't necessarily going to show its head right away. It's going to be over time. It's going to just progressively get worse and worse.
So is it inaccurate to say that a Windows 10 machine really should be tossed in the trash, or is there a more secure way that you can use, or is it
Yeah.
essentially can a Windows 10 machine still be made secure, or is it like leaving my front door open with a note saying, "Please don't steal my stuff"?
It can be secure. So Microsoft has started a program. Basically, for home users, it's $31, I think, per year per system. And then the next year it's going to be 62, and then the year after that it's going to be like 130. So they're going to do it for 3 years to give you that, but they're going to charge you every time.
Wow.
Now, the thing with businesses, however, and this is the part that I've heard from other people, I haven't dug into. It's something I could see Microsoft doing, which is if you have 99 machines that are Windows 11, but you have one machine that's Windows 10, you're going to pay for the support for all 100 machines until you get rid of that Windows 10. So for most people, it's going to be this. It's better to just to buy a new PC.
Wow.
There's also talk that you can make some changes to the PC to force it to upgrade to Windows 11, but it may not be supported. And we here at CLtel really haven't done that. We've just stuck with the base plan, and we treated Windows 10 kind of like it's radioactive. We got rid of the last Windows 10 machine 2 weeks ago off of our network.
Nice.
So that if I had my druthers and if you had infinite money, I would just say just replace them all. It's going to be better for you in the long run. It is an older OS, and I wouldn't play these games with support. To be perfectly honest.
Well, you're always on top of the game. No one better. But bottom line, what's that?
I wouldn't go that far, but I do my best.
Oh my gosh. You're the friendly IT guy here, friendly neighborhood IT guy. So, bottom line, what you're saying though is that right now or very soon, you should get rid of your Windows 10
Yeah.
laptop. Have you heard of anyone who might be using? We're going to go way back here, like a Windows Vista or XP.
I still have heard those, and they're floating around.
Oh,
If they don't touch the internet, I guess it's okay. But it's one of those things that if I saw I really suggest that this is a bad idea.
gotcha.
It's like anything. The biggest thing is that if it has access to the internet in any way,
Mhm.
it immediately needs to be looked at in a much different light. I mean, you could run a Windows 95 machine, which is what 30 years old now.
Yeah,
If it's never touching beyond its, let's say, 4 computers on its network, it's probably not going to be hurting anything. But the second you inject the internet or going out to anywhere beyond that network, you're involving a lot more variables that could affect it. And so, since 99% of people, their computers are going to go on the internet in some way, shape, or form, either through email or just web browsing, this needs to be considered.
so if I am a small business owner, um, or an individual who wants to learn more about this or has questions or is concerned, what do you suggest? What action should you suggest they take to learn more about this? I understand the immediate action is blow up that laptop, but what if I want to learn more? What would you suggest?
I would say first look up Windows 10 support extension. If you just went on Google and searched for that, that
Okay.
should lead you to Microsoft and the how you have to set up that. Because if you're at a really small mom and pop business, maybe you have 3 computers, and at that point, a couple $100 a year may not be as big of a deal as spending a few thousand to replace them. Then you're better off, and you have time to sort of plan for in 3 years we got to do this. So that would be the first thing I would do, especially if you don't have any plans to upgrade.
Mhm.
If you are not sure if you can upgrade or not, because some people just haven't tried, um, you can look up if you search like Windows 11 upgrade. That should take you to Microsoft's site where they'll scan your system and they'll see if you're able to upgrade. And so far, it's still free right now if you have Windows 10. That they'll just bring you right up to Windows 11. You have all the patching, all the support, and you'll be back to square one.
Good. Well, cool. Is there anything else that you want to add that I, as a individual or business owner, should do or think about when it comes to this specific topic we're on?
I would say especially if you're doing business on these computers. I know it's a lot of stress to have to deal with all this, and it's something that it seems like a fire you can kind of leave alone because it's not going to be like the day it's over, it's gone, your computer's not working anymore. It's just it's progressively going to get more dangerous every day and every month that you use it without this patching. So as hard as it is, let's say you can't get it this month, you can't get the extended support or upgrade. Well, then just get it in November as quickly as you can. I would never say put it off because it's okay. I would say do it as quickly as you can, understanding that your computer's not shutting down the day it stops. It's just not going to be as protected, and that's you're playing Russian roulette at that point.
Gotcha. Well, Josh, thank you for your time. Everyone out there, I hope that you do heed some of the advice that Josh is giving us. He's, again, top notch. Love working with him, and he keeps us here at CLtel very safe. So, Josh, thanks again for your time. And everyone else, thanks for listening. We'll be back on regular programming schedule for Show and CLtel. And until next time, we'll see you later. Take care, Josh.
You too. Thank you.